Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1227 of Connecting the Thoughts. Code for today is take time to untangle your thoughts. And I thought, what a nice way it would be if I could take some time to go on the scheduled live, give it some time because maybe I am in the middle of some thoughts and I would like to take some time for myself to kind of go through them, to let them unfold, to untangle them. So, yes, take time to untangle your thoughts. If there's something else that you are doing, then give yourself some time to focus on that and then move to the next one. Hello, Umakant. Thank you for joining. And hi, Piki. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, I will catch you on the other side of the show reel. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel because here is where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. And today we are talking about taking time to untangle your thoughts. More on this on the other side of the show reel. I will catch you there. Welcome back to the conversation. Today we are talking about take time to untangle your thoughts. Take time to untangle your thoughts. We go through the day with so many thoughts in our mind. So it's said in on an average you have close to 60 to 70,000 thoughts in a day. And the interesting part is these thoughts are constantly on loop. You're constantly thinking the same thing over and over again. And the only way to stop that pattern from that cycle, that loop, is to consciously break that pattern. Now what I'm saying is, with so many thoughts in your mind, they do tend to get tangled. One thought kind of connects to the other thought and to the other thought, and you begin to wonder in your mind, okay, I'm thinking so many things, there's so much on my mind, it almost feels like it's all tangled up inside. Now what I'm saying is, take time to untangle your thoughts. If you are in that place right now where it feels overwhelming, you are in that place right now where you're thinking about way too many things, then take some time out. Take some time out to untangle your thoughts. When you're in a place where you're feeling challenged or where there's lots to do, then you feel this sense of overwhelm, anxiety, anxiousness. So what you could do is to actually sit down with yourself and tell yourself, okay, right now I'm feeling anxious about, acknowledge that you are feeling anxious about a situation. There's lots to do and you need to get your head around it. I do understand that I am feeling this way and I'm okay with that. But what I would like to do is to get myself organized. What I would like to do is to have a system in place. What I would like to do is find my focus, figure out what my priority should be. And for doing that, I need to be focused. I need to not be anxious, right? I need to kind of untangle my thoughts. So make that decision to sit with yourself. Make that decision to sit with yourself. Acknowledge what you're feeling. Acknowledge your feeling. Don't rubbish it off and saying, oh no, I shouldn't be feeling anxious. If there's lots to do and you're feeling anxious, it's natural, it's normal to feel that way. So acknowledge that you are feeling anxious, and then make a commitment to yourself saying that, okay, I know I'm feeling anxious about this right now, but I'm going to consciously make a choice to feel this nervousness or anxiousness after, say, 24 hours. Make that appointment, make that commitment, say to yourself, okay, I'm going to feel this anxiousness after 24 hours, and park that feeling to a side. It is possible, it takes some practice, and it is possible to do. Once you've made that commitment to look at that feeling after 24 hours, then you begin to consciously slap yourself on the hand, slap yourself on the hand each time that you go towards anxiousness. You make a conscious commitment to not feel anxious, and you say, okay, I'm going to feel anxious about this only after 24 hours, but until then, I will focus on what I can do. Until then, I will focus on what else is possible. So once you have taken that feeling of anxiousness and plucked it out of your system and put it to a side, quite literally saying, okay, I will have this piece of dessert only later. I will go and have it after my workout. That means you are taking away the temptation and you are saying, I will do this after this task. You are untangling, you are separating that emotion from what you are feeling already. And that gives a lot of clarity. That takes off that pressure from your shoulders, from your mind. And your mind then begins to say, okay, she did say she's going to worry about it later. I know I should be worrying about it. And she did promise that she's going to worry about it later. So, what does she really want me to do right now? She wants me to focus on what is possible. So, that's what I'm going to do. It's like consciously programming your mind to do what serves you. So, thank you, Vicky. So, yes, take that emotion of anxiousness, nervousness, feeling that sense of overwhelm, take it, pluck it, keep it to a side, and then say, I will address that later, but what else can I do right now? So that way you've untangled that unease from the rest of the thoughts that are in your mind, and you've taken the time to untangle your thoughts. And it's only when you untangle your thoughts that is when you are able to think clearly. You have more clarity. Your mind isn't a cluster of emotions and needs and wants and should be's and should have beens and would have beens and could have beens. It is more of, what can I do in this moment? So you're totally present to the moment. You're functioning optimally, and you're not getting other emotions into the picture. Because you have made that commitment to yourself that you will address it later. Make that commitment to yourself. Promise to yourself that, yeah, I will feel anxious about it, but not right now. Because feeling anxious about it right now is only making me feel overwhelmed, is making me not focus. It's kind of bringing down my ability to deal with the situation. So I shall deal with it later. And guess what, if you can park that aside and then be completely focused, it is 80% possible that in those 24 hours you will have found a solution. You will have made a connection. You would have had some kind of brainstorming with yourself, or some kind of solution would have definitely showed up for you, in terms of an opportunity, in terms of a person, in terms of an experience, in terms of a song, a message, a sign. Something would have opened up for you, and that's only because you made the effort, you made that conscious choice to put anxiousness aside and bring focus into your space. Think about it. Think about it, and the next time you feel overwhelmed, you feel like you're so much going on, and I'm so tangled in my head. The next time you feel this way, try it. Put aside that overwhelm, put aside that feeling, give that feeling a name, label that feeling first. For me, like I said, anxiousness, overwhelm. Maybe for you it's something else. Maybe for you it's regret. Maybe for you it is, I don't know, it could be anything. You need to identify what it is. It's your label, it's your feeling. So look at it closely. Do not be afraid of it. Look at it closely, acknowledge it, and then make a conscious choice to address it after a while, after a gap of maybe 25, 24 hours. Just make that conscious decision to park it aside, and then tell yourself that yes, I will look at it later, but for now I'm going to be focused on what is possible. And see how beautifully things begin to come together, weave in together. Literally, your thoughts begin to weave together, and then a beautiful picture is created. Yes, it does take practice. Cool, will practice. Thank you. It does take practice, because right at the beginning, when you tell yourself that I am anxious, but I'm going to address it after 24 hours, your unconscious mind is going to say, oh, really? Are you out of your mind? Well, yes, we are out of our minds. We are out of our mind because sometimes it needs to go out of your mind so that you can address it. So, thank you so much. Thank you for participating, for engaging. Tag a friend who needs to receive this message, people. These are simple conversations, but they are super, super significant. Tag a friend who needs to receive this message. It could be someone who's going through a lot of stuff right now. It could be somebody who is actually helping you work your way through the lots of stuff that you are going through. Just could be a friend that you think would take value from this conversation. So tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And if this conversation has been of value to you, please write in comments using the power of I am, saying I am focused. So, yes, I am focused in comments if this has been of value to you. And if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe, because, as I said, this is here where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. Thanks. Thank you. I am focused in comments. Thanks.